What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Thicky Nikki. I am back with another video, baby. Baddies Midwest season premiere, two parts. Let's go, Zeus. Shout out to y'all for giving us a two-part season premiere. Yeah, let's get into this review, honey. And I'm glad they gave us a two-part because it kind of cut off in the middle of the Krishan and Tasiki situation. Typical TV series would have made us wait another week for that episode. So shout out to Zeus. I am proud of y'all. Season 6, we are live, baby. Let's get into it. But before we do, you already know. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Turn on those post notifications for your girl. We in the thicky verse, baby. Let's go. Okay, y'all. So before we get into the scene by scene review, reaction, or whatever, let's get into some of these confessional looks. Okay, so we got on the top row, we got Natalie, we got Tasiki, we got Scotty with a body. Now I'm loving this little look on Scotty right here. It's kind of reminded me of one of the girls from American Horror Story on that. I think it was the 1980s, the campfire. I don't remember the title of it, but I'm loving that look. We got Ivory, Big Ivory, not the little one. We got Summer, none other. We have another confession photo of Natalie Nunn with the red hair. I'm loving the looks that Natalie has. I'm loving them. Second row, we got Pretty P. Now, Paula's head. Is it just me or is Paula's head giving little people head? It's giving 4'2". It's giving like girl. Next we got Diamond the Body. The MVB is back. Period. In the confessionals, very much so still toothless. Very much so lips still had not healed during the filming. Girl. Akbar V, the Queen of Atlanta. Period. Yoshi. Tinkerbella. Then we got Stewie, aka Jaden Alexis. Hello, motherfucker. We got Rolly on the third row. We got Rolly. Now Rolly has two confessional photos. I like the one with the red and the blonde hair. I love the look. Like it's really giving bad bitch. The second one, I like the hair, but the makeup on one of the eyes is a little off. So I like them. It was almost there. So, but I'm loving this new Rolly. I'm loving her. Like she's looking good. She's looking better. Yes. Like, okay, we got Jayla. Jayla's looking cute as always. The girl with the pink hair next to Rolly, I do not remember her name, but the next girl with the pink hair is Bad Dolly. The way she said Bad Dolly in her confessional had me rolling, girl. Like her intro, I mean, not her confessional. And then the last girl is Big Lex. It was one other girl, and if y'all don't remember who Big Lex was the slender girl at the auditions that had on the orange one piece that beat the brakes off of whoever she was fighting. And Bad Dolly knocked a couple. She knocked a couple heads at the reunion. I mean, at the auditions too. But anyway, there was one other girl in there, and I think her name is Emma or something like that. And I did not. I didn't like her intro, so I didn't. And she was a little cocky in her intro, so I didn't really get her confessional look. But anyway, these are the baddies that they introduced us to on this episode. So let's get into the actual review. Okay, y'all. So in the first scene, they got the OG baddies, pulling up to get on the jet. They got the baddies and Midwest girls out holding up the signs. You know what I'm saying? All the girls are pulling up in these lavish cars. I think Jayla and Scotty pulled up in like a Lambo. Tasiki, Biggie, and Anna pulled up in some nice. I'm like, okay, baddies is giving money. Natalie is definitely shitting on Jocelyn them right now. That's all I'm saying. But anyway, that's another conversation. So, they everybody pulls up to the jet. They get on the jet. It's the OG baddies. So it's Natalie, Scotty, Tasiki, Rolly, Anna, Jayla, and Biggie on the jet. They all are looking good, honey. Let's talk about the looks. And let me just stop. I'm so excited to see that Rolly is not wearing her fucking faja this season. Like she had on an outfit that's revealing skin, showing stomach, baby, and she don't got on the faja. Yes, Rolly. Yes. Cause we were so sick of that faja on the Caribbean. You should not have been on the show wearing that in faja. Anyway, uh, um, Scotty was giving bad bitch per usual. Okay, she had on like a little t-shirt, simple and cute outfit. I love Scotty. She had on like a little t-shirt, you know what I'm saying, with some white boy shorts, and she had on some Gucci like stockings or whatever. Okay, it's got like she was looking cute or whatever. Jayla is dressed in white, of course. Tasiki was wearing white as well, looking pretty as always. What I love about Tasiki is that baby, she can serve a look. Okay, baby, she can eat a look down. I love Tasiki. Okay, Biggie got on this wig with a bang, and I'm kind of feeling it. Like, even though I do feel like it kinda make her look a little bit older. No tea, no shade. It make her look a little bit older, but I like the look. I like the look of Biggie. Like I feel like Biggie is looking better. She was never, tore up. She always had looks, but I feel like, you know what I'm saying? You could tell she getting a little bit more money on. Period. And then Anna was on the, jet, simple and cute as always with her little self. Yeah, she's so funny. I love me some Anna Mac. And last but not least, Queen Nat. And to be honest, I really don't remember what the fuck Natalie had on. Like she had on a baseball cap and like I don't know what she had on, but it was cute or whatever. Um, so they on the jet and they talking about how crazy the Caribbean was. But baby, we in season 6. We are live, and from all the T pages, this season is about to go up. Period. And I am here for it. Okay. So they on the jet, they talking, they recapping the season, events, talking about Diamond the Body, all this, that, and the third. And then all of a sudden, Natty was like, Natty. Natalie was like, okay, we're going to OKC. And so Tasiki was looking like, why? Like, why the fuck are we going here for the first stop? Like, this is Betty's Midwest. OKC is not in the Midwest. Like, what are we doing? So Natalie begins to explain that Krishan is out and that they going to see her, and that Krishan had reached out, basically in a nutshell, seeing how she can be back a part of Zeus and part of the baddies. But Krishan is, I think, out on bail. Yeah, she's out on bail, so she cannot leave Oklahoma. So she's stationed in Oklahoma right now. So I lost my, oh, yeah. So she's taking to Oklahoma. She said Krishan reached out. So but the T pages are saying that Krishan posted receipts today or yesterday, saying, pretty much showing like text messages on how Zeus tracked her down through like a third party girl to even set this up to be on the show, which is, you know what I'm saying. So mm, anyway, so yeah, no, not anyway, they tracked her down. Yeah, anyway, that's another video. We're not gonna get into that right now. Anyway, so Tasiki chimes in and she says, she's pretty much not over the situation. She's not over the jumping. She's not over the allegations of SA. And some of the other baddies start chiming in, trying to give Tasiki a little bit of advice about the situation. So let's listen to that.
Whatever.
Krishan is out.
Okay.
And I wanted to talk to Taseki about it as well. One thing for me is family is always the biggest thing. Like, right?
Yeah.
It's family over everything.
OT?
And I feel like when Krishan got out, she definitely started reaching out, basically kind of saying like, this is my situation right now. I'm in Oklahoma. I can't move around. I want to come back. I see y'all just did the auditions.
Yeah.
I want to make some money.
Right.
And I'm in a different place right now. But if there's anything or anywhere I can fit in, please keep me,
Let me know.
In mind. That's what happens.
Like, I'm still grieving. I still have PTSD. So it wasn't in my plans to go see someone that just did some crazy ass shit to me a year ago.
So I only want to get deep into it because I look good. I'm not ready to cry.
Yeah.
Mind you, we never had a fight in our day in our life. This is our first time ever fighting, but this is random. We already on the plane. There's no way we can turn this joint back around. Like, how would you feel if your sister jumped you?
Right.
We'll have friends on TV.
I would feel so mad. I would be very enraged, and
Right.
then like I feel like that's like the initial reaction. But then it's like when you sit back and look at it and you really think about it, it's like, all right, damn, this is my little sister. This is what she going through, and this is who she really is. Like you know who your sister is at the core. So I feel like sometimes like it's like, damn, like yeah, I really want to be mad at you. I really want to hate you, but on the flip side, I know you just probably like a little fucked up.
I go through it with my sisters, and sometimes people say hurtful shit a lot.
Yeah.
Like, even if it's because of words, it's still hurtful. But
Right.
she had her hands, somebody put her hands on her. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And the shit that happened, Baddies, goddamn, what was that? East, like, getting her sister attacked and all that shit. Like, I don't think Seki is really physically, emotionally there to actually see her right now. So hopefully we gonna hope for the best.
The only thing I could honestly say is
Yeah.
at least have a conversation with her. Whether it's good or bad, whether it's this is the finale
Yeah,
of us
definitely
ever
have it.
being face to face talking, whatever
Yeah, I
it
feel
is,
that.
just have a conversation. And Krishan hasn't seen her sister Taseki for a long time, since Baddies East, when all the drama happened out on the field. You know, Krishan was pregnant at the time. She's not pregnant anymore. So she's gonna have to see her sister. They should have a conversation though, for sure.
It's 4 o'clock. Where's the food?
All right, we're on our way to Oklahoma.
So boom. From the way this was filmed, edited, or aired, it appears to me that Tasiki did not know when the sit down with Krishan was going to be. And y'all see they didn't even give her a heads up until they were already on the plane, in air, en route to meet Krishan. So my initial theory before watching this season was that Zeus forced this sit down situation. And I think I might be right. And y'all might see like later on when they having to sit down, like when we going through that during the review, you might understand why I'm saying it. And then too, the way that Nat said that she was at the end of that last clip, the way Nat said she don't have to see her sister, it was very messy. It was just giving like girl, like you're trying to stage a Royal Rumble at this sit down. And I don't like that. So anyway, they get to Oklahoma, they get settled in to their hotels or whatever. Krishan has requested that Biggie and Anna not show up to the sit down. So they go to Siki's hotel to check on her to make sure that she good. Meanwhile, Natalie, Jayla, Rolly, and Scotty are getting ready to go eat with Rock now. So they're gonna go ahead and eat with Rock first, sit down, catch up with her, and then have Tasiki come in a little later. They go ahead and meet up with Rock at the restaurant. Rock walks in, pushing Junior in the stroller, dressed in white, looking so soft, so sweet, so innocent, so conservative. I love me some Rock. Like the girls were excited to see her. They began to catch up. Rock is telling them how she's sober, she don't drink no more, she don't smoke no more, she's healing, how she's on her Christian journey. And that things are pretty much on the up and up in her life since she's been released from jail. So they're catching her up on all the baddies tea, like stuff that happened on the Caribbean, who some of the girls were, talking about who the new baddies are, kind of just filling her in. And they kind of that's when they start introducing Bad Dolly and Big Legs and Ivory and all of them girls, and pretty much just giving Krishan the rundown on who those people are. So now, after they, get through all that, then Zeus inserts a clip because Tasiki is getting ready to come in. So they insert like a slide that gives us this message that tells us that Tasiki notices her sister Chastity outside, and this is when she learns that Krishan brought Chastity along for support. So, like that, I think that supports my statement from earlier that Tasiki was blindsided with this Krishan sit down. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like they knew they were gonna have to talk during the baddies Midwest, but it seems like Tasiki didn't know when it was. Like, I can't say that Krishan didn't know when it was. It seems like she was aware, but it doesn't seem like Tasiki. Like, it seems like Tasiki was in the dark. Like, they couldn't even let her know that Chastity was there. Like, why not? Why not tell me that my sister's gonna be there? But then you tell me, you don't tell me that my sister's gonna be there, but then you tell me that my friends who I've developed relationship with, who I'm calling my sisters, can't come with me to the sit down for support, but Krishan can have. Like, I don't like that. Like, it's like they trying to play them against it's like they playing them against each other because they're giving Krishan all this favoritism and letting her do, pretty much whatever she want to do, dictate, kind of control the sit down, where it's gonna be and all of that stuff, and then kind of just dragging Tasiki along and not even making sure that she's okay with it. So I understand why Tasiki is feeling betrayed by the Zeus network and feeling like, played, like she's being used. Like, I understand her feelings and I understand her frustration with this situation because just I mean that's what I'm seeing from the way that they aired this. Now y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think. But it looks like I can't say set up because I knew that like I said we knew that she was gonna have she knew that she was gonna have to talk to Krishan through this season, but she was definitely blindsided with the when and where. and the timing. Because I'm pretty sure she didn't think that this was gonna happen as soon as she got on the jet. Like I'm pretty sure she didn't think as soon as I get to Baddies Midwest, this is gonna be the first order of business. Like I'm thinking like, no, she probably like, we're gonna let some of the new baddies come in, we're gonna turn up, we're gonna have a good time, we're gonna touch down into some places before we get to this. Like, no, Zeus didn't waste no time. They wanted to give us tea off the top. Like they said, we y'all ain't gonna say this first episode was boring. Y'all ain't gonna say this, and then they gave us 2 episodes to make it even like so we just couldn't complain. Like Zeus knew what they was doing. They was very strategic. Click like Krishan be saying, oh, this like she was saying all through the sit down, oh, that's gonna be good clickbait. Good clickbait. This was good clickbait, Zeus. Anyway, so that's where was I at? Tasiki. Oh, Chastity. So let's break down the conversation between Tasiki and Chastity because when Tasiki got there, um, Chastity was already outside with her baby, and apparently Chastity has had a baby that Tasiki had not met yet. So Krishan and Chastity, both have newborn children. That didn't know they aunt, just due to all the stuff that's been going on. So her and Chastity have a conversation, and they come to like a common ground or get some type of understanding. Chastity apologizes to Tasiki for whatever, but Chastity's just crying tears, and Chastity saying, I don't want to fight, I don't want to fight. And it's like giving scared. It's like, why are you crying and why are you saying you don't want to fight? Like, and now mind y'all, Chastity is the sister who once was with Tasiki's husband, air quote on husband, because I'm not sure if they're legally married. But that guy that Tasiki is in a relationship with used to be with his sister. I mean, used to be with her sister, Chastity. And Krishan actually brings that up when they're having their sit down and it kind of starts to go left later on in the episode. She kind of brings that up. It's like, and uses it as a point. Like, if I'm really trying to be messy and I'm not trying to come to no common ground or no resolution, I could be saying this, I could be saying that. And she doesn't say it in front of Tasiki. She says it's, to Chastity to kind of prove the point that she's making in that scene. But we'll get to that later. But Chastity, I just didn't understand why Chastity was so emotional, why she was breaking down, why she was saying she didn't want to fight. She was, seemed to be a little scared. Like both of these girls came to this sit down with their babies in their hand, like clutching their babies, like, please, Tasiki, don't hit me while I got your niece and your nephew in my hand. That's what it was given. And I didn't like that. And Tasiki, like, she didn't go there. Let's hold on. We'll get to that. Okay, now so Tasiki comes in and the sit down begins. Nat kind of gives them or tells them like the purpose of the sit down, lets them kind of know like this is what she on, this what she on, and kind of leaves the two of them there alone. Like they still in the room, they still on set, but she leaves just them two sitting at the table. So Krishan gets up and she gives Tasiki a hug. She tells her that she loves her and they sit back down. And so Tasiki's like, what are we doing? And Krishan said, like, I'm good. Are you okay? And Tasiki says, no. Like, I want to talk about, like, she wants to talk to Krishan about the allegations. And Krishan is not on that. It just seems like Krishan is more so on I want to move forward, I want to get past this and not address any situations from the past. So Krishan is very cool, calm, cool, and collected. She seemed to be healed, but at the same time, I kind of felt like she was avoiding the question. Um the question of telling the story. So, and I mean, I understand it, because of not wanting to relive the moment. Um, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I understand it not wanting to relive the moment or not wanting to put out any additional information about the topic because Krishan is stating that it's her truth and she feels that it's her truth. And if she just keeps telling things, then that's only gonna make Tasiki look worse. So her saying that I'm standing on my truth, we just need to leave it at that. We don't have to talk about that here. So I don't know, now that I'm talking about it, I kind of feel like maybe Krishan wasn't trying to air this tea. You know what I'm saying? But during the conversation, Tasiki just kept pushing for like what is the story? Like what is the story? And my thing is Tasiki, you heard the story online. We all heard the story. So like, why are you acting like you never knew what her and Tristan were saying was did to them? So the conversation kind of takes a shift, but because they were going back and forth about something, and Tasiki, I mean, and they sit down, it was a lot of them talking over each other, a lot of, avoiding certain things. So it's like really not getting what we want to get from it. But Tasiki says, I know you love me, but do you like me? And Krishan brings up the fact of, if I ain't like you, I wouldn't have did this, I wouldn't have did that, I wouldn't have brought you to Zeus. You know what I'm saying? And if I brought if I didn't like you, why would I bring you to Zeus? Why'd I bring you on a platform? You know what I'm saying? And so Tasiki was like, what did you do exactly? She was like, I stood out to the boss man on my own, like you ain't do nothing. And I'm sitting over here looking at the screen like, wow, like how can you say that when she had y'all on Crazy in Love, you was still stripping, Tasiki? Like even though you was in the studio making your music, you was definitely still in the club shaking ass at that time. You didn't have the body that you have now. I mean, you appear to always be a pretty girl, but you wasn't as you didn't look as good back then as you look now. So I'm like, what? Like that's crazy. Like we didn't know who you was until like the world. I feel like the world did not know. Like certain area may have known who Tasiki was, but the world didn't know who you was until you was on Crazy in Love in that orange dress, or with that orange hair, green dress, whatever you had on. We didn't know who you was until then, and then we didn't remember you until you were on the auditions, and then we remembered why you and Krishan was into it in the first place, because Krishan had punched you on Crazy in Love. She reached around, I want to say it was the sister Terrain. Yeah, because it wasn't Chastity or Charity. Terrain, whatever her name is. It was that sister was in between y'all when y'all was in the middle of an argument. Krishan was definitely pregnant, and she reached around her and socked you one good time. And Tasiki ended up swinging back, but she ended up hitting the other sister. Like Krishan ducked behind the other sister, she ended up hitting the other sister. So that's why you was mad at her at the auditions. And that's how you and Natalie end up getting into it, because Natalie was standing up for Krishan. You know what I'm saying? And you and Natalie end up having y'all back and forth. But that's crazy. Anyway, so the conversation continues, and at this point, Tasiki is just pretty much over the situation. She's looking for Krishan to say that she's sorry for getting her jumped, or she's sorry for the allegations, for saying the allegations. And Krishan is standing on her business. She's like, I'm telling my truth, and you need to take accountability. And yeah, like I'm telling my truth and you need to take accountability. And then as far as the jumping situation, she's saying that Tasiki was pretty much getting aggressive with her on the sprinter. Like the reason why Marge J, and she's even saying that Smiley jumped in, why they reacted that way is because she bumped into took Krishan while she was pregnant. She had her finger in her face, saying she'll beat her ass, all this type of stuff. So yeah, I mean, if I got a pregnant friend and her sister coming at her like that, like I'm definitely gonna step in and be like, "Yo, chill." And if I got to bop you one time, then I just got to bop you one time. It is what it is. So, but I do feel her on being jumped. But I don't know. You keep saying Krishan got you jumped. Like we want to see the footage of that part in the sprinter. Like Zeus needs to put that out. Um, let's see, where was I at? And then, like the way Tasiki was acting during the conversation, it was like she was getting all worked up, like she was anxious, like it's almost like she wants Krishan to take it back. Like I don't know, something ain't right about it. And then she just kept saying, "I would never say that about you. Like I would never say that about you. I didn't, She never said, Krishan, I didn't do anything, or Krishan, I never touched you." And that's what has me raising my eyebrow at Tasiki. Now, I'm never going to call her a M word or a R word, or, you know what I'm saying? But I'm saying if it happened, they were both kids. She was older. So, yes, she knew it was wrong. But my question is, and I think I said this in one of my other reviews, who taught Tasiki how to play house? Who started playing house with Tasiki? Like, that's what we need to know. Like, where did it come from? I uploaded a short the other day of their sister Charity saying that her dad was the first person to touch her. Like she was going in detail saying how they used to sit on his lap. Her brother used to take turns sit on the lap playing this game, and Yeah, like so that's what needs to be clarified. Like who started touching these kids in the first place? Like that's what we really need to know. Okay, anyway. So back to the sit down. So they still going back and forth, and Tasiki is trying to get to Krishan to tell the story again, and it's like Krishan is still on that. Why do we, not have to talk about it? And Tasiki is getting frustrated that she just won't tell the story. And Krishan was like, "You wanted to play house." When she's saying that they like lived at some address, she was like, "When we lived in," I can't catch what she's saying, but she was like, "You wanted to play house," and Tasiki's like, "With who? With who? Who I want to play house with?" And it's just like Krishan just doesn't want to talk about it in detail. And I get it. Like I said, why give the people more to run with? Like let's just leave that out. Or you know what I'm saying? Leave that where it's at. But at the same time, I get how Tasiki is feeling because how can we move on if I feel like you wronged me or you lied on me, you didn't apologize or take any type of accountability for it. And she ends up telling Krishan that exactly. Like we can't move forward because until you take accountability and apologize for what you did. Apparently, Charity apologized to her, for whatever, and Tasiki keeps talking about that. I don't know what Charity said exactly. I hadn't really done a lot of research on her. And then they started talking about that fight on the sprinter on Baddies East again. So let's listen to a little bit of that conversation, and then it's also going to be a clip of that scene from Baddies East that stirred up, that led to Tasiki getting jumped.
I said what my issue is, and that's that. You can choose on
I
what
can
you want to
say
start
all
with.
my issues, but
Have the
that's
floor.
moving backwards.
If we're not getting nowhere, then this
Why would we
conversation is
move
pointless.
backwards? It's not
I
pointless.
talked to you. Everything's good. I met my niece. We're cool. You said you ain't say. Even if you did say, you apologize for it. This meeting is pointless because I don't know what you want from me.
I don't want anything from you.
So what are we here for? What are we doing?
I sound like you're just still upset. For real. I could be upset. I can say a lot of things. I can get out of character.
I'm not getting
Jot
out of
down
character.
points.
I can get
I
out of
can say
character.
all that. I can do all that.
I can go ham
What's
right
the
now
point?
for the shit that y'all
We
put me
can.
through. This is this mind game you want to play. I don't want to play it. I'm thirsty. I need some water. I'm ready to be done. Because what are we doing? I'm not beefing with you. I don't have no beef with you. But we will never be how we used to be. You showed me what you did to me is like,
You showed
I don't
me
fuck
what
with
you
her.
did to me. What do
I
you
never showed
mean?
you I envied you. I loved you. What are you talking about?
What do you mean, Latifa? I'm
What?
not. I'm not over here accusing you. Are we gonna move forward, or are we gonna talk about the
What are
past?
you talking about?
We could talk
Accusing
about the
me? What are you
past, but it's like,
See, this
why
is
would
not,
I
we're not
put
getting
out
nowhere.
that you trying to make me say, "Oh, I lied about being"? No, what do you
You need to
mean?
apologize. You
I'm
need to
not
take
apologizing what
accountability.
I said
You need to
because
take
it was true.
accountability. What was
You need
true?
to take accountability.
Say it. What do you
What do you
say? What was
mean?
true? I'm trying
Me
to understand.
Village. You wanted to play house.
With who?
All right.
With who?
All
Please say
right.
it. Say the story.
All right.
Can you please say the story so we all
All
can hear it?
right.
Please. It's no. All
All
right. No, we need
right.
to get
We've
this.
already said
Hold
the
on. No, we need
story.
to. No, it's. What are
It's
you talking
weird
about?
because
Hold on.
black families, we do this all
No,
the
it's
time.
no black families.
Shit
No,
happened. We don't want to speak
no
about
black
it and
families
then
don't
act
know
like
what
it
you're
didn't
talking
never
about. We want to hear
happen.
it. This is your time to speak, baby girl.
What do you mean, Latifa? Nobody blaming you. Like,
No, it's nobody's blaming
all
me. I
right.
want you to.
I'm trying to keep my
If we're not about to
composure.
talk about it, you understand what I'm
Because
saying?
why do we have to
Anybody understand
talk
what I'm saying?
about
I know
it?
you
We
do,
could
but
talk about new things. We could talk about.
what is new to talk about? All I'm.
What do you
It's nothing
mean?
to
You have a
talk about.
career. I have a
I do.
career.
I
How
do.
are
I talk
you? Do you
about
want to
that. I'm
grow?
great.
Okay. Do you want to shake it off? That's it. I don't want to talk
No, I don't
about.
want to shake nothing off. If you
Okay,
can't sit
then
here and take
that's.
accountability, I always tell
I
when you
took
told me on your show,
accountability. I'm
you did this,
delivered.
Tifa, you hurting me. I literally said in your face, Krishan, before you push me, I said, Krishan, I am sorry. If whatever I'm doing, even I was drunk, but I still knew to apologize because you told me that I hurt you. That's called taking accountability. I don't think you understand that right now. And until you understand it, that's when we can move forward. I don't even know what the forward is. You got me jumped, bro. I would never get you
Why
jumped.
are you
I got my
saying
people
all the
saying
wrong
right now.
stuff?
I don't know what to say. Nobody
I don't
got you
understand.
jumped.
Yes, you did.
You bumped up into what?
Hold on.
If
When did
if
I
I'm
get you jumped? What
you
did you
like
say?
I beat the shit out of
Me
you right
saying
now. You
AJ
took
and
the
Tay Tay is
GoPros.
good
You
enough for
took the
you to get me
GoPros, right?
jumped?
You took the
Never
GoPros out
took
the.
the GoPros.
Yes, you
I
did. So
literally gave
where
the
the footage
GoPros to
at?
them. Who I get the GoPros to?
Where the footage
Who I
at
get the
though?
GoPros
Where
to?
the footage at?
They have the
Where the
GoPros.
footage at?
Why would I be here if I
Where the
stole a
footage
GoPro?
at?
You heard me?
Where the footage at? You
Y'all would
bumping
hire me
into
if I
me and
stole
somebody
y'all
had to step in the
property?
way because I'm
But
pregnant.
y'all,
Hey, Shavante, beat the shit out of her.
I can't let you up here.
They just sick these bitches on.
I can't let you
Sean
up
just
here
sick
right now.
these
I
bitches
cannot let
on.
you up here.
She's a clown ass bitch. Hey, yo. I want to fight everybody on this fucking bus. Right now.
I can't let you up here.
Fucking, and can't nobody
Can't
do
let
shit.
you up here.
Can't nobody do
I
shit.
understand. Shut the door.
Fuck is
Shut
wrong
the
with
door.
you?
y'all still mad if I stole
Stop
that
with that
property?
like false
This bitch is
narrative
a
stuff.
liar. I'm not ready to
I'm
talk
not
to
a
her.
liar.
You're
That's
weird
why I
as
didn't want to
shit.
talk.
No, you are.
Because you're
You need
saying
to
I'm a
sleep.
liar. I'm not
You're
accusing
in
you. I'm not saying
denial.
you're a
You're in
liar. I'm letting
denial.
you say your truth, and that's it.
It's not.
I can't.
Let me say my truth, girl.
Bro.
Because I am so strong, whatever you want to call it.
What's the issue?
I'm not about to keep
Bro,
saying
you
it.
keep saying I'm a liar.
I'm
I'm
not
not lying.
saying
Nobody
my
lied.
issue again. I
Nobody
already
lied.
spoke my facts.
I know
Like,
what
I don't know
happened
if
when I
somebody
was
say about to
7
step
and
in,
we
but
was
I
in
don't
the
know what y'all want
village.
us to
Like,
do. And this is too much. This is too much. The baby is here. This is a lot.
the
Y'all see
baby go
this?
wherever I go, bro.
Yeah, but this is a lot.
It's not a lie. We're sitting and talking at it. That's crazy. You
What?
think I'm
How are
lying.
you gonna justify
It's
what you
crazy.
did to me? So,
What I did to you, bro?
what are you talking
What do you
about? You
mean?
jumped me. You was
You
pregnant.
know what happened.
You
You
was
know what
hitting me.
happened. No, you
Smiley was
bumped up
hitting
to.
me. Jay was hitting me. I had Marge under me. She was trying to hit
Smiley
me.
was
But
not here. You. Smiley is.
what are you
Smiley
talking
is the
about?
last
Smiley
person.
was pulling my hair. But I haven't got jumped or went through anything else. No, nothing like that since. What you
Jumped in
did?
my
It ain't that kissing
face.
my
They
ass.
jumped
No,
in
I
my
still gotta work. I
defense.
still gotta
You
work.
jumped in my face. They
I didn't
jumped in
jump
my
in your face when I
defense.
got on my sprinter. What are you talking about,
Okay,
Krishan? You
I'm
are a
talking
liar.
about. Okay, I'm a liar.
You're a
now.
liar. When I got on my
Okay.
sprinter, just
All
like Camila
right,
said in
I'm a
her
liar.
confessionals, Tasiki was jolly when she got on there because I thought we was already done. I gave you my set at that show. I literally was like, hey, you can perform because those bitches was throwing eggs at you. And I wanted to show them, hey, you're not ready to disrespect my sister. Even if we were just arguing on the sprinter. Once Saya
That
said,
did
hey,
not
y'all need to talk.
happen. They
Yes,
did-
it is. This is
All
I
right.
don't know why you don't
I'm gonna let
remember.
you
I'm
talk.
going to
Go
help
ahead.
you. Maybe you were impaired, but I'm going to help you remember.
You know,
Saya told us to
I
stop
remember. I
arguing.
remember when
The
I was
sprinter door's about
7.
to
You made me
open.
eat your
The
pussy.
sprinter door's open.
I remember that too.
You said what?
Okay, so I know there was a lot, right? So let's break it down. Okay, so what I'm hearing is Tasiki is asking for an apology for being hurt. That's what it initially sounds like. Or whenever Krishan is saying she's standing on her truth, what truth? What truth? What truth? You and then it goes back to you need to take accountability. You need to apologize. You hurt me. I would never say anything like this about you. I think they telling us right here. Now this is just my opinion, and I had initially said that I was not gonna give too much of opinion on this topic, but this episode then aired, and now I'm backtracking, child, backtracking. I'm about to tell y'all what I think. About to give a fucking opinion. All right, here we go. I think they are telling us that it happened. Like they're dead ass telling us that it happened and that it wasn't supposed to be spoke about on TV to be televised. That's what it's given. And it's three reasons why I say this. Um, One, like I said, Tasiki is asking for an apology for her being hurt. And she said, and I quote, I would never say this about you. So not to say like it took her forever because eventually in the conversation, and I'm not gonna clip the next part and put all that in there because this sit down was just too long. The second part is pretty much the same back and forth. Um, but she says at the end, I never, I would never do anything to you. If I did anything like that to you, I wouldn't want you to be my sister anymore. I don't that don't make sense. And then two, Krishan is saying that I'm telling my truth, but I'm not blaming you. So what she's saying to me is that this happened. I understand now, now that I'm older, that you went through things which probably caused this to happen. It's a domino effect. So I'm not blaming you for what happened. However, it happened. Okay. And then later on, like the second part of the sit down where Chastity's involved, they're all talking. And apparently, not apparently, but definitely, um, Tasiki's friend is in the room. And it's at a point where Tasiki points at her and she's like, she's talking to you, bro. Like, she's not talking to me. And the girl chimes in and she's saying, as a family, if this is something that y'all talked about in the family and you already said that you forgave her for it, then why are we not keeping it in the family? Why are we talking about it on TV? I mean, what's the purpose other than it to be televised? She literally said it, and it was like in that moment, like Tasiki just sat back in her chair and just died because it's like, bitch, that is not what I wanted you to say. Bitch, that is not what I needed you to say. And I mean, you just validated the shit. And this friend is a friend of Tasiki that's obviously been around for a while. Like, so yeah, like I don't it's given. Like I like I said, I don't my opinion or feelings about either one of these girls are not gonna change based on something that happened in their childhood. Let me just say that. But since it's out and we breaking it down and we talking about it, we getting into it, I mean, I have to give my honest opinion on it. And my opinion is that it happened. And again, I don't feel like I am not looking into Siki at all like a predator or anything of that sort. I am looking at her with a concerned eye, a concerned heart to say who started this within your family. Like, was it really y'all dad? Because y'all got to think about it. you know, yeah, it was messed up that she did that to Krishan, but she also was traumatized. Allegedly did that to Krishan. Allegedly, because she passing out lawsuits. I ain't nobody big yet, but I'm just saying, allegedly. Um, then she has trauma as well. It was like a domino effect of trauma. And which is why I'm feeling like Krishan is coming with the energy that she coming with. Like, yeah, I said that shit in the heat of the moment. I was mad. However, like now I realize that, you might not necessarily be to blame for the shit. However, it's my truth. I'm standing on it because it happened. But it ain't your fault. But let's move on. Like, we don't have to keep talking about it. Let's just move on because I feel like the more they talk about it, the more details is gonna come out, the more they family is gonna be looked at like. And I mean, it has to be a thing within the family because I was watching a video of one of the on YouTube, and I can't remember who posted it. Because I like to shout out people when I see something that I like on other channels, but I can't remember who posted it. But damn, what was I finna say? Oh, it was a video. It was a video about the sister Chastity, alleged, well, not allegedly because it's public record, having charges against her for some type of um you know misconduct, sexual misconduct with a minor. And her friend jumped online defending Chastity, telling us that, oh, she was selling a little girl something that wasn't age appropriate for the little girl, and they got caught in the transaction, and she got caught putting it inside of the, well, not the little girl, they said a child, putting it inside of the child's clothing, and that's how she was charged with that. So it was, they saying that the police department wrote the charge incorrectly or something like that. Mm. That whole story did not help the charge. Like, it made her look even more weird. And then she got a baby now. So it's like, y'all need to get some help. Y'all need to get some help because y'all got kids. And then a lot of people was talking about Junior and how he appeared to be in the video. Mm. Like, I never had said anything about this baby, and I'm not about to say anything about him now. Um, but what I will say, seeing this baby, my heart breaks. And then also hearing in the argument Tasiki throwing out allegations that Krishan was drunk while pregnant, and then she saying, "No, I wasn't," but then turn around and yells out, "I was planning an abortion." That confirms that you was drinking, babe. Like, that confirms that you was drinking during pregnancy. That didn't help you. Uh, this y'all, this situation is just too much. This is this is too much for TV, honey. Too much for TV. Um, but yeah, I think I got into that part. I don't know, y'all. I feel like I didn't ran this Tasiki Chastity. Oh yeah, this Tasiki Chastity conversation, Krishan conversation. Like, I think I done ran it all down. One more part though that I want to go through before I just end. Um, so at the end they feel like they don't get anywhere, and Tasiki is at a point to where she want to fight because she's hurt. Her feelings is hurt. She's getting to a point to where she's starting to cry, so she leaves. Chastity, before that happened, Chastity tried to get the baby from Krishan. Krishan was like, "No, I'm not giving my baby to nobody. I'm not letting my baby go for nobody." Like, clutching his baby because she know Tasiki even look at the people that's in the background of the scene, telling them, "I know what y'all want me to do, but I can't do it. She got the baby here." Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she owned that because Krishan is pissing her off that she won't clear her fucking name. So Tasiki leaves. She goes outside. She's talking to the other baddies that came. Krishan and Chastity are sitting down. Chastity is just telling her, like, just make peace. Just let it go. You're not helping the situation. How you been? And Krishan was like, what am I doing? She was like, she throwing out these allegations about my son. I could have talked about her son. I could have said what happened to her son. What happened to her son is way worse than what happened to my son. She like, ain't nothing happened to my son. My son's fine. He's blessed. You know what I'm saying? And then she goes, um, I could have talked about the fact her dude, like, yo, the dude, like, and Chastity just put her head down. Now I wonder if this is why Chastity was outside crying and toe up for real, because she ran into her sister who she hadn't seen in a long time, and then she seen her man with her sister, and now they doing good and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the man is into. It don't seem like the man is really into nothing. It seemed like the man just be following Tafiki around everywhere she go with the baddies in the background, girl. I don't know, but Chastity wasn't liking it. And I was proud of Krishan for not giving, using that ammo to amplify the situation. And I mean, I feel like if she had went there, she probably would have got punched, baby or not. Like, baby or not, Chris Tasiki would have hit you. You would have had to drop Junior. And Junior can't afford to be dropped. Okay. I said okay. All right. We're gonna move on. We gonna we're gonna move on to the next scene. Okay, next up we got Diamond. And y'all, I'm not gonna tell y'all how I started making this video on Tuesday night and it's Friday morning, and I'm still with it. So I apologize. I apologize for the delay. The week just got away from me. Work. Okay, anyway. So moving on. Next up, Natalie goes and she sits down at this restaurant. So it's her and Scotty walking in. And Scotty got Capri, which is her puppy. And she was like, Capri going everywhere with me this season. And Natalie is like, dogs at a restaurant is just insane. And that, I mean, Scotty is like, period. So I don't know what that was. That little energy between them walking in was weird. Like, I don't know if this was during the time that they was beefing or what, because they stay into it. But anyway, so they go in, they sit down. Diamond come in. They greet Diamond, they talk to Diamond or whatever. Diamond said her in the confessional. She said her and Natalie had a conversation. She apologized to Natalie, but Natalie didn't apologize to her. Arkbar comes in. Well, yeah, Arkbar comes in. No, they talking to Diamond, about um the reunion. They kind of bring it up a little bit right here, and then they bring about talk about her chain. I'm saying, the baddie chain. She got a not the baddie chain. She got a new chain. Talk about the new chain that she upgraded her jewelry a little bit since she got her check from the reunion. Period. And Natalie was like, we need a baddie chain on there. And then Scotty like, do you even want it though? And she like, let me see it. Like, let me see if this is even worth putting on my chain. Period. So they move on. Arkbar comes in. Jaden comes in. They greet them or whatever. And then that's when they would start talking about the reunion or whatever. So, um, Akbar say she see that, Diamond got her tooth knocked out. So she's asking a question about it, was it a real tooth or was it a implant or whatever? And Diamond like, no, that was my real tooth. Like she knocked my shit out the root. Akbar like, that be hit hard. I love I used to live in Atlanta. I love Atlanta so much. So the Atlanta in the building with Akbar. Just the talk, the accent, the way she carry herself. I love it. Anyway. So they're going back and forth about that. And Arkbark is kind of being messy because she like, did she knock it out in the first round or the second round? She kind of being messy a little bit, and I feel like Diamond get irritated. So Natalie starts to tell the story about how the tooth landed in her lap at the reunion, and how she revealed, found it, all this stuff. So she starts telling them about the mixer that's coming up or whatever, and they go into a little mixer with the new baddies or whatever. And Diamond is like, uh, I might have to change my outfit or something like that. And then I don't know. Akbar said something. Scotty said something, and it was like they, switched back to the confessional, and Diamond is just like, like I can say I want to change my clothes. Immediately after that, Natalie starts talking about Rolly wanting to see Diamond. Now, I miss whatever is going on between Rolly and Diamond. I didn't know that they had an issue, but apparently Rolly commented on the Diamond Tasiki situation after the fact, and Diamond had said to Rolly in response, um, what she said, go play with your don't play with me, go play with your kids. And Rolly is equating that to you talked about my son. What? Like Rolly, you just want to fight, babe. You just want to fight because you healed. Okay, you want to fight her because Tasiki fought her. And now you want to say you beat her up too. Okay, girl, like, cause that's not even no reason to fight. She didn't say nothing about your son. People say that all the time. Girl, I even tell somebody go play with your mama, don't play with me. Like now you gonna say I talked about your mama? I didn't. I told you to go play with her. Like, ugh. Rolly is getting on my nerves with this. She didn't talk about your son. Just say you want to fight the girl, cause she'll give you the fade. Like you ain't have to, you ain't have to make up nothing with Diamond. That's the thing. Like you don't have to, you don't need a story. Like you could just say I want smoke, cause she ain't ducking no fades. Whether she go win, lose a draw, or lose a tooth, Diamond is in the paint. Period. So anyway, they start talking about that, and Diamond is like, I don't want to do that. Like as soon as I get there, like she's like, I don't want to do that in a public setting. Like we could do that at the house. And Nelly like, no, 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 no. Like you talk too much shit online. You got to stand on business. Rolly one of, and I'm like, anyway. So they started talking about that was pretty much it. Like they started talking about that mixer or whatever, and that was pretty much it. Like she let them know eat now because there's gonna be no food at the mixer. So, and that's crazy. I feel like Zeus needs to change their budget to include food because y'all spend all this money on props and sets and scenes, background, jets, but these girls can't eat. That's sad. That's crazy. Why is there no food in the budget? Why do you expect these people to survive off of chips and Casamigos? Because that's all. That's all we ever seen it with. Chips, Casamigos, and water. Like what? Can y'all can these bitches get some sandwiches or something? Can they get a box of pizza? Can they get Little Caesars, motherfucking Subway, $5 foot long? Can they get something cut it in fours? Like what? Why these girls gotta be hungry for 30 days filming? That is just sad. Anyway, let's move on to the next scene. Okay, y'all. So let's wrap this video up because I've been working on this video for way too long. So this last scene, Rolly, no, all the OGs are at the spot of the mixer. They're waiting for the newbies to come in. Rolly is there, and Rolly is kind of just pacing around in the background, y'all. She is, she is ready to see Diamond. Like when I say Rolly is on site with Diamond, she has not seen Diamond yet since they started the filming of this, and she is pacing around waiting for Diamond. Diamond hits the door, baby. She got a mouth guard in and a swimming cap on. Rolly immediately makes her way towards Diamond, and boom, they start squabbling. Now, they don't show the entire fight because it's the end of the episode. It was a lot that happened in these first two episodes. This review got me tired, so I'm glad they didn't show too much right here. Um, but Rolly came in a little hot. Rolly came in a little high. It looked like she kind of fell or whatever. But I don't think that Diamond is gonna beat up Rolly. I think that Rolly gonna definitely get back up on her feet and finish it. That's just what I think with the Rolly and Diamond situation. But anyway, y'all, that is it for this review. It is late. It is long. I apologize. It was a lot in these first two episodes, but we got through it. You know what I'm saying? So if you found this video interesting, and I hope that you did, I hope you stuck around to the end. Please like, comment, subscribe, share, turn on the post notifications. We in the Thicky verse, baby. See y'all next time.